Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello and welcome to your Monday KVJ After the Show podcast. Hopefully everybody had a great weekend. It was fantastic, good old time. I had some rain though, but I saw already the advanced forecasters coming weekend's going to be really nice. But I did see, I think it's on Thursday, temperature's going to be around 92 or 93. So yeah, we're starting to kick back into that heat a little bit.
It feels like it's going through menopause because it's going to be 90 one day and then
Yeah, and then by the weekend it gets to be, next weekend's going to be really nice.
cold.
Yeah, a little bit chillier, so it'll be kind of interesting. So, but it's going to be a big weekend coming up, though. You got Tortuga that's going to be coming up this weekend, so that's a big deal. Fort Lauderdale is going to be crazy.
Ooh, they will love the cooler temperatures on the beach.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's so nice.
Yeah, it's going to be really nice for that. You got Luke Combs, Thomas Rhett, Morgan Wallen is part of that. So a lot of big names involved. So that'll be happening.
Can't cancel this.
Yeah.
Does he have a song like that?
You should.
Yeah.
Morgan, I'll write it.
Don't think I've ever heard that one.
I'll write it for you, bruh.
Oh, but that is a sassy country song.
It would work.
Can't cancel
Maybe
this.
he shouldn't do
Yeah.
it, but I could see a
Kid
sass.
Rock.
Can't cancel the. Oh, that's good.
I think Kid Rock has one. Didn't
About
we just play
canceling?
one recently of him?
He had made the comments about
Yeah.
how you can't really cancel him because he doesn't give an F.
But I think he does have something where like, oh fuck, yeah, he's.
Yeah. That was out there, so.
He said that. Snoop said that too. You can't try to cancel me.
I
Yeah.
respect a guy that just thumbs his nose at the whole cancel culture and says F you.
Yeah.
He don't care. You really can't.
Well, some people can get canceled, some people can't.
Yeah.
Once you're so big, you have so many fans. It's really kind of hard to even. You're gonna have a fan base.
You can temporarily be in trouble.
Yeah.
But you're going to make a comeback. It's going to come back around.
Yeah, and there are just, some fan bases where it would be harder. They'll tolerate a lot more. And the ironic thing about that, Kid Rock's like, you can't cancel me. And he's like, his fans will love him. They would unless he strongly comes out against guns. And then, let's see if you can't be canceled.
And on the other side, too. But yeah,
Right.
everyone's a fucking hypocrite.
Yes.
Everybody is.
So I see what he's saying, but even on your own fan base, as long as you're feeding them what it is they want and like, there's a lot of stuff they couldn't cancel you on, some of the traditional stuff. But like I said, even for these guys, like, I can't be canceled. I'm like, oh, yeah? Let's really go hard on guns and go on others.
Well, what would happen, I'm noticing if a celebrity gets canceled, especially if it's Hollywood type, they pivot their career. They start to go, you'll see them do more interviews on Fox News instead of a more liberal kind of a thing. And Fox News will like it because they're, they always thumb their nose at Hollywood.
Gotcha.
Celebrity over there.
Anti-cancel culture.
Yes.
Yeah. Like I said, and for the most part, maybe. And then the big question is, do you stand by that, though, if they say something that you don't like when it gets to it? Would it still be the anti-cancel place? And I've already seen that. A couple different celebrities or issues have happened where, of course, liberals are like going, so they're not canceled now? Piping back at them.
Everyone's piping.
Everybody pipes.
Everyone's bitching.
Everybody pipes.
Piping. We're bitching about people piping and bitching.
Yeah.
I love how they say, I'm leaving the country if this, and this happens.
Yeah.
And then that'll happen, and then nobody leaves.
Oh yeah, my favorite thing celebrities do is I'm moving
I'm
to
going
Canada.
to Canada.
And they never go to Canada.
You're
Not
still
even
in
for the weekend.
You're still in LA.
Yeah.
We see you.
Like, at least go for a day and make it look good.
And I'm retiring. I'm not gonna do movies anymore. Probably. Okay. All right.
Got an email from Gary. He said, the end of Friday's show and the ATS was one of the coolest, happiest things I've seen in a long time. To see people in the entertainment industry and a professional athlete get together like that and just appreciate each other in such a real way was very awesome. We need to hear about this kind of thing instead of Oscar slaps and Kardashians. I'm so glad I got to see it happen live. Kevin's face said it all. It made my entire weekend.
Aww.
I watch you guys every day. That is Gary. And if you missed the surprising and shocking entrance of Christian Wilkins, Miami Dolphins defensive lineman that came in on Friday, build up. It was very cool, and honestly, he lived up to all the expectations. He was even cooler than I thought he might have been, and yeah, he's just really solid dude, and just even kind of reliving some of his highlights. Like I said, he made the Dolphins' top 10 plays of this last year. He was number 10 for a touchdown pass he caught, and then he jumped into the stands, which he's just that kind of dude.
He became an instant KVJ legend.
Yes. We had always, heard the whole week, everybody was saying, oh, he's got a great personality. If he does come in there, y'all going to like him. And we were like, okay, this sounds great. But, he came in and we loved him.
Yeah, I want to. He's inspired me. I want to do a theme song for him.
Yeah. You want to hang out? You want to go get dinner and a movie together? That was just the coolest day ever.
Yeah, but to that email's point, it is so cool. I still get very cool. I think I get amazed by it when you do see someone who's a celebrity or a professional at that level, and they are very cool and humble
and normal.
Yeah, just humble. It's nice to see humble, nice people, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he definitely was. And somebody noted that Virginia had the black bear that he gave her on Friday on her bed.
I put that on my bed because Panda went to the gym and then he came back home from working out and the little bear was there. He's like, you put the bear in the bed, did you?
Uh-huh, yeah. Skylar said, does Virginia's bedroom remind anybody else's of their grandmas?
Damn.
That's tough.
Grandma Virginia. Yeah, you always going on my fucking couches. You need to look within it, your old-ass room.
My shit's on point.
Yeah. For someone in their 90s.
That's Vera Wang, bitch.
I'm just glad someone's going in on you and not me.
Yeah.
And the artist that did those pillows is like somebody famous. So
okay.
Step off,
Yeah.
hooker.
Yeah.
Well, Kevin, I got my couch and furniture at Bad Cack.
They're Badcock.
They're famous too.
Mm-hmm.
What a name, huh?
You think he'd want to go to Good Cock.
Cock.
He went to Badcock.
Yeah.
He likes it to be spanked.
Well, the presents that I got from Christian Wilkins, he got me that tequila, the Clase Azul, a very nice bottle. And then
that
he
was beautiful gift.
also brought in a pocket pussy. And
Which is hilarious.
some spank bank material.
I got to work pocket pussy into the theme song.
Yeah.
Somehow.
I will let you know of those two gifts. I used one a lot over the weekend. I won't tell you which one.
Oh, man. My boy was just fucking just getting it.
It was the tequila.
There's no way he fucked a pocket pussy. There's not bet my life
That's
on it.
your act.
I wish he would have drank that tequila and got all up in it, but no.
The queen comes home and I'm passed out with a bottle of tequila and a pocket pussy on me.
On your crank. She walks in and it's still attached to your crank.
That is not one of those things you want to pass out with.
No.
You gotta make sure you're alert when you're with the pocket pussy.
That's going to be a tough look. Yeah, we're going to have probably a mommy-daddy conversation in a closed-door room.
But she doesn't walk in the room first. First, it's your mother-in-law.
Oh, my gosh.
Just don't read the reviews.
I think she would just go run to her room. I don't think she'd ever bring it up again.
For 6 years.
Longer. She'd take it to the grave.
Don't read the reviews. It's gonna make you intrigued.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just stay out of it. Just
What
don't
do you
even-
mean the review? The
don't-
reviews of the pocket pussy or the tequila?
The pocket pussy. We all know tequila's awesome.
We know tequila will make you do weird things. The pocket pussy, I think guys talk about how amazing it feels.
But if you're the-
really?
but-
Okay.
Like once
All
you
right.
do it, you'll be like, wow, this thing
You'll
is...
never go back. You'll look at your hand and scoff.
I gotta tell you though, the man that writes the review for the pocket pussy is at another level of perv. Oh, it's so tight and realistic.
But he's a giver. He wants to give the same joy to other guys.
He wants to review his Was that
He
Hypocrisy?
wants you to know how good it is so you can get in on it.
I love the pocket pussy.
Oh, he would probably, he would never put it down.
Oh, that's a cum queen. It's right on top of me. A lot of other April Fool's Day jokes going on here. Christine sent one in. She works in an elementary school, and she said, I took toilet paper, Nutella, and I made what looked like little baby turds and put them by the bottom of the toilet and left a little Nutella running down the side of the bowl and just watched people's horrified reactions as they came running out of the bathroom.
That would get anybody. I mean, that looks so realistic.
I would definitely be tricked by that.
Yeah. That's crazy. So, yeah, she said, we left it there. We let the janitor know it was just a prank and left it there to the end of the day with all people laughing and loving the prank. Yeah, you definitely get a reaction out of me.
Oh, yeah.
There's always one that, this is disgusting. I cannot believe this. That happened to us when we did the one bit, what the fuck is that? Or what the hell is that? Where we put some kind of weird stuff out at we had to edit out one of the person's reaction because they were such a wet blanket about it. It would have made them look terrible.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, it's not worth making a coworker look that bad. But it was a pretty funny reaction. But they were not happy because it looked like vomit. But it was vegan hamburger meat.
Yeah, you put like buttons in it.
And they're like, this is what they think is funny? Oh, I cannot believe them. They were so mad.
Your reaction is exactly what we wanted. Let me see. Got another interesting thing here, which it feels like maybe this is probably a an April Fool's Day joke, but I don't know. You never know anymore. Like I said, with fake news and the world being so weird, who knows what's real and what's fake anymore? Matt sent us this ad for crawfish milk.
That was a joke
That's
from a grocery store in Louisiana. Rouse's. I love that store.
Okay.
Crawfish milk is not real.
You could make that my punishment for anything I ever lose, and it would hit hard every single time. I hate crawfish that much.
Bruh, I could make you crawfish milk.
Don't ever call me bra again.
Bra.
What's more douchier, bra or bro? I'm not sure. Both.
Bra is.
Bra is definitely. Yeah.
Bra.
Bra. Yeah, bra. I'm making some crawfish milk, bra.
I got you.
That's disgusting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so just some of the fun little April Fool's Day jokes going on here. David said, I had a little bit of a scam going on. Used to pull a little prank back in the day. When I was in high school, I never lost a keg stand competition. And now that I'm older and retired, I need to let everybody know the true secret to it. What I would do when I do the keg stand, I would jam my tongue down into the spout of the line, and I'd take in very little beer, and I'd be up there for forever. Everybody was always so impressed on how much beer I could slam upside down, but in reality, I was only taking in a little bit. Nobody ever figured out my secret.
Oh,
David.
Diabolical.
Yeah. I saw one that was pretty impressive, and I don't think there's any way that you could fake it. Somebody had made a contraption. It looked like little PVC piping, whatever it was. They put it together. But it was something they took 6 Coronas and put them upside down in it, and then it all funneled into one mouthpiece. And he took 6 beers and boom, knocked them down as fast as most people would one.
Really?
It was crazy. And it's just, he's go, 6 whole beers. You could see him just draining in this contraption. I was like, now that's kind of impressive.
That's the guy you marry.
Yeah,
Some
right.
people
Absolutely.
can legit chug a ton, man. They have a gift. It's something in their esophagus or their trachea or the fucking Voltex. I'm not sure. Whatever it is.
Their Urethra Franklin.
Their Urethra Franklin.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was like, wow, that was pretty damn impressive. So, not bad.
My friends yesterday invited me to a birthday party out in Okahili Park.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I love that park.
And the whole theme, it was, so her boyfriend's a firefighter. So, like, I don't know, like 80 firefighters showed up with all of their wives, and it was a beer theme. And so they had, like, beer bongs hanging from, like, the ceiling. They had kegs for keg stands. They set up a slip and slide. And what you would do is you would go down the slip and slide and then play flip cup and the next person couldn't slide down the slip and slide until you got your flip cup flipped.
Yeah, there's a ton of those fun beer games.
Oh, it was so fun. I was digging it so much.
The slip and slide, it's kind of like a kickball kind of a thing where you run and it's very fun. They got beers at each little base and people are sliding around. It's great fun. I'd do that.
I loved it. I wasn't drinking because I was driving, so I didn't really get to play, but next time I want to play.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun beer games out there. And also like a slip and slide. There's ways you can do both of them together. There's some fun beer slip and slide game out there.
They had this pavilion that was like up on a hill. And so it was perfect. Like they put the slip and slide going down the side of the hill, and it was like built-in awesomeness.
Slip and slide is such an underrated, fun, pretty inexpensive, awesome fun time, man. Once you get the slip and slide, you're good to go.
All you got to do is get that thick, like, tarp, and then, put some soap on it and water, and you're good to go.
And I can slide. I can slide a fuck ton. I mean, I can.
My
body
you slide well.
I can go fast, far, and I can take a lot of it.
All right, Bird.
Yeah.
Let's do this shit. Where are we going to find a hill?
I know where I've always wanted to do it at.
Where?
Right where the amphitheater's at. They've got that big hill that when it rained, I was driving by when it was raining. I go, I would do anything to do a head first Pete Rose slide down that thing. I want it
Calling
so
your
bad.
name?
It is.
That thing is steep.
It is real steep, but I want to ride her. I want to ride her hard.
Are you sure she's not too big for you?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. That's why I want to do it. I'll test these boundaries, these limits.
He's a brave man, Kevin.
It's been a while since he's been really hurt, too.
It's been too long.
It has been way
You're
too
right.
long.
I haven't done something crazy in a minute.
Yeah.
Let's fucking step this up.
You haven't been in the hospital for years.
Well, you just knocked your tooth out last year, so you did actually do something crazy last year.
I know, but I want to fucking chase that feeling, man. If not, you stand still, you die.
You knocked your tooth out, and none of us saw it coming. At least with this one, we know you're going to break your neck.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about, Kevin? The amphitheater. There's that when you're driving by. There's that
He
hill.
means the back side of
Yeah.
it, not the part where people sit
It's real
on.
steep, yeah.
He
It
means
is.
that drop off.
Well, you could do it renegade style.
Oh, absolutely.
Without
Yeah, you can make a
going
video
in.
of that, yeah. And,
A death drop.
Don't they have water down at the bottom of it, though? Is there water down there?
No, not where I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Oh, man, all we need is plastic, soap, and a dream.
Okay.
I feel like we could get in and get out really fast.
We
too.
could. I think we could too. And by the way, we're not condoning this for anyone to do it. We don't want any copycats.
We're
here.
saying we would do it, but we shouldn't encourage anybody else to do
There's
it.
no encouragement here. Just if it's not that hill, does anyone have a hill for the bird? Give me a hill or
Okay.
a steep.
Yeah, a levee would work. A lot of times around like canals and stuff, they've got a built-up little levee. Does anybody have a good levee?
If I found a safer levee, would you do it with me? Any of you fuckers?
I'll do it.
Yeah, I have to surmise what exactly is going on and have to get a good look of, what exactly we're sliding down or into.
I was watching all these firefighters do it yesterday, and there's definitely a way to do it, and there's a way not to do it. So you have to come in hot. You got to run fast because you want to get to the speed to fly down it. But you got to come down gently. I saw a few of them come down hard.
Yeah, I've
One of the dudes, I felt like he hit the back of his head when he went down. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
you can't go down that far.
You gotta be careful. I've knocked the wind out of my stomach several times going too hard on the slip and slide. It can happen.
I saw a pile up. Two girls went down it and ran into each other.
We had that low budget slip and slide growing up in Lake Park. We would just put a bunch of big ass trash bags together, put little stakes in there, and just fucking slide in there. You always hit your skin on what we would put the little divots in.
Well, now we can afford to go buy like a big roll of that Visqueen. Get like the thickest one they make and just roll it out, baby.
I saw one the other day. They had one of them stunt video kind of things.
Yeah.
It was a big old slip and slide. It was actually like a real slide. It was pretty cool. And the people would slide down the water slide. And if they did, they went off the other end of the slide and it was down into a canyon. And they had a parachute on. And so when they...
Oh my gosh.
It was so unnecessarily intense.
That slip and die.
Yeah. They would come off of it. They go, woo, they do their flips and whatever a couple times and boom, pull the chute. And
That's
it's like,
balls.
yeah, that's a different level, man. That's a different level.
That's pure balls.
Yeah.
There's balls and then there's pure balls.
I feel like we've aged out of pulling that one.
I haven't aged out of fuck.
I'm not doing that.
Actually, I disagree, Virginia. I've always been too big a pussy to ever do that at any age. So I've not aged out. I've never been man enough one day in my life to do something like that.
You guys
or
on that?
woman enough.
You guys are. You guys again would still never go parachuting.
No.
Skydiving as a
Skydiving just does not appeal to me. When I heard the paramedics out in Loxahatchee talk about how they called the parachuters lawn darts when their chutes don't open, I was like, nah, I'm a pass.
That did it for you, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know this guy packing my chute. What if he hates our show?
You don't know the people that are driving right next to you either.
True.
They're.
But I feel like I have a little more control with that.
I hear you. I'm not making a very good argument.
I'm going to bail.
Let me see. Some people are talking about, the back end of the amphitheater. And Kelly had said, there is water at the bottom of the amphitheater, but there's a road that separates.
Okay.
So hopefully you don't go skidding over the road. But yeah, there is water when you come down the back end of it. And could you imagine you're coming down this steep ass hill and all of a sudden a gator, 14-foot gator's come out. He's just sitting there with his mouth open. And yes.
Come to daddy.
Oh, thankfully another meal served right into my mouth.
I went camping a couple weeks ago, buy some gators. I'm kind of a pro now. I'm cool with them.
You're the first one the gator eats to make a point.
And I would be delicious.
Yeah, so there you go. You just have to deal with the road and some water, but yeah, it would definitely be one hell of a slide. I got an email from Joshua. We were talking about the perceptions of teeth and the British having crooked teeth, and we got a very helpful call today saying that, in England when I was growing up, our caller was saying that, we didn't have the same kind of rush to get braces on our kids' teeth early and boob jobs and things like that. And she said that, now it seems like even England is becoming a little bit more Americanized. And so that was kind of our own beauty standards.
And did she also say that it's typical that they don't take great care of their teeth as well, even with the flossing and because I got a couple messages from some dental people that said it's sometimes that doesn't happen either with the flossing.
They may not have the same standards on hygiene as Americans do with their teeth.
And I'm asking that question, is that true, or is it just about the braces and the crookedness, or is the flossing thing not a prevalent thing?
Okay.
I find that hard to believe in modern day times, no?
I don't know. I think every family is going to be different.
I think what her comment is kind of interesting because, in a sense, we're really kind of taking on the same standards. Now, you've always had these different cultures, and I think you may have your own spin on it still. But with social media and the world shrinking to that point, I think it's kind of interesting. When I see shows now from other countries, you can get a lot of that on Netflix. It's really amazing how much it just looks and feels like America, and they do what Americans do. I don't see wow, that's odd that they do that. They just seem like anybody else. They may have a different language that they're speaking, but for the most part, I think a lot of us really kind of are living the same kind of lifestyles, and I think that was to the point the person was saying today. Sarah sent an email. She said, I've listened a lot about the Will Smith and Chris Rock commentary that you have had, and I am behind on the show, so I don't know if anybody has mentioned this yet or not, but you have said multiple times if anybody comes for you or her babies, the Mexican Queen would knock them the fuck out. You always said it was so much pride in the fact that your wife can kick some ass. So I'm just sitting here thinking how thick the irony is.
Well, I think I think they're trying to call you out, saying you didn't agree with Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, but you're cool with it if the Queen did it. Is that what they're trying to say?
I don't think I ever said that.
No, I mean, I don't think any of us have taken a hard stance. We kind of see what both guys were doing. I mean, Chris Rock is working. He's doing his act. He's there to be a comedian and make fun of people in the room. And Will Smith is being his husbandly duty that he thinks he had to do.
Yeah, that's not my stand. I've always kind of more been on this. I'm always going to be on the side of people that do comedy, that do free speech, I'll always be on that side of people. Always.
Yeah, and if I said that about the Queen, she'll defend you. I'm not saying she's going to haul off and kick somebody's ass, but if you physically touched one of her babies, she would physically kick your ass, or at least try. She'd die trying. But yeah, she's not going to haul off and punch somebody because they've said something. I mean, people have railed on me in front of her at events, or, you know, made fun of my hair or my eyes or whatever, and she'll laugh and have a good time with it. So yeah, a jab like that, if I've ever misconstrued that, then that's not the impression I'm trying to give. She would not haul off and punch somebody for that. But yeah, if you physically try to come at me with a gun or a knife, yeah, she would definitely put up physical restraints. But yeah, she's not going to haul off and hit somebody for a comment.
And that's what I'm talking about. Saying I'll always stand up for comedy, or anybody doing free speech. You can't get hit. Now, if you say something and someone does not like it, and they slap you, that can happen too.
Sure.
It doesn't make it the right move, but it can happen.
It can happen.
I've been hearing a lot of people talk about how they've been on stage and they've said stuff before, and it's not right for the person to get up there and slap them, but it still happened.
Sure. People are emotional and they do stupid things that they regret later. And I think everything that Will is writing now, at least that his publicist is helping him right now, says that he regrets doing it.
Sure.
You all really still think that it's always better to do the written apology, huh?
It just depends. I think it's a case-by-case thing. And I think in this case, I kind of agree with the written.
Yeah, I'm just asking.
Because I think there's a little bit of him that's kind of getting a little crazy. And people can see you're crazy in a video.
I see what you're saying, and I agree with you, Jaber, but I think that if you're a PR person, and the stories are he has PR people, and they were there dealing with all of it. You have to know your strengths of your client, and you have to say, how good are they at doing this? Do they really feel this way? Can they pull it off? Is it better for people to see their face? So it's a case-by-case basis, because I've had some people, too, that you're like, hey, you need to go apologize. And they do, and the apology's terrible.
Houston Astros.
Oh, my gosh.
It's not sincere.
And it just makes the problem now 10 times worse than it was.
Right.
So it's a case by case. You just have to know what's going on. And whatever happened in his camp, they felt that the written was going to be better for him. So.
And Metal Beard Dan in the chat room says, no matter what type of apology you get, it's never going to be good enough for some people.
That's true.
You could have a legit, sincere apology where you're bawling your eyes out, and you may feel really terrible and are sorry. Acting, he's fighting.
People aren't going to buy it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. And that's why they try to avoid these kind of moments. Will Smith, this is his Tom Cruise moment on the couch. Or that whole, he will never be the Will Smith that he was. I'm not saying he won't make a comeback, but Tom Cruise is still popular. He still makes big movies.
Yeah, there's always just an air of it now. Yeah, the enthusiasm, I think, is a little bit gone. People still recognize it and enjoy his movies, but... Yeah, there was an enthusiasm for him that, you're right.
I thought I knew Will Smith.
Yeah, it could never regain. And that enthusiasm is reserved for very few celebrities. And look, if you're around the game long enough, you're probably going to do something that's going to kill people's enthusiasm for you.
You live long enough to become the villain.
You do.
Everybody does.
That's really kind of what it is.
If you live long enough, you become the villain.
Yeah.
Unless you're Betty White.
Ask the other Golden Girls. They called her the C word. They thought they couldn't stand her.
Yeah, right.
Was that all a ruse?
It's crazy.
That only came out until after all of the other Golden Girls were dead. I really wish somebody would have had the balls to let that leak when they were all still living and could have actually battled it out.
Well, there was an interview that surfaced of Betty White talking about the relationship with the other people on the cast. Well, I love all them. They had a problem with me, but I thought they were all just great. You wonder, is this an act? You never know.
Right, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Stephanie sent an email. She said, I was watching an episode of Seinfeld last night. I came across the one where George gets caught looking at a 15-year-old's cleavage. When Elaine was giving them grief about it, they explained that age doesn't matter when it comes to cleavage. I know this was back in the 90s, but is this the case? Then I did a deep dive on Jerry Seinfeld, and he did date a 17-year-old when he was 28.
Shoshana.
Yeah, I came across this interesting article about famous people that dated underage, including Fergie of the Black Eyed Peas. And yeah, I don't agree with that. To me, cleavage that's a sexualized thing, and personally, I think, and it depends upon your age. I mean, if you're, early 20s or whatever, and the girl's 17 and you're, I don't know, 18 or 19, It's not like way out of bounds. But
No.
yeah, the more separate the age, then yeah, you're sexualizing somebody who's underage. I think that's what staring at somebody's cleavage is. It may grab your eyes, but you go, whoa, that girl's too young. I need to avert my eyes.
I always say there's times when Virginia will wear a shirt with a little titty hanging out, and I don't mean to look, but she'll bust me. I'll go, hey, good morning, Virginia, and I look right down and go, oops, I'm not looking.
Don't feel bad. I get it. My sweet little milk duds are tasty, aren't they?
Milk duds.
I know.
Little milk duds.
So voluptuous.
I do not like them. Smoro likes them, but I do not.
Yeah, there's a couple to bring up here. Talking about Fergie. She was 23 when she dated 16-year-old Justin Timberlake.
23, huh?
Uh-huh.
He was 16.
He was 16. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, if you go down the Hollywood, should I have dated them at that age, the list gets pretty questionable.
Mm-hmm. Nicole Scherzinger of Pussycat Dolls. She was in her 30s when she started dating 16-year-old Harry Styles. He was still in One Direction.
What? That's real? We know that for a fact, or is that a...
Although reports claim the pair didn't officially start dating until Styles turned 19, the 16-year age gap generated a lot of whispers. Okay. How about that?
That one's fascinating.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but you know how it is. If he is 18, Cosmo will have an article. You go, girl. You get that young meat. But if it was reversed, you fucking pervert. If it was the guy who was 45, 18.
You're right. You're right.
That's why they always go after Leo.
It feels stinkier when the guy is older.
Mm-hmm. And then the really famous one is Jerry Lee Lewis, if you'd ever heard of him. He was big in the 50s, and he started dating his 13-year-old third cousin.
Oh.
And then they got married in 1957.
That one's real awkward.
What makes that one awkward, V?
Yeah.
I mean, my gosh.
He was 22.
Dude.
At the time, she was 13.
Oh, gosh.
And they said that, he was 22, his career had taken off. He was kind of a teen heartthrob and was top of the charts. They said that before he got with his 13-year-old cousin, he was playing rooms for $10,000 a night, which was a lot at the time. And his going price went from $10,000 to $250 a night.
Yeah, I've seen
that happened.
I've seen some special
they
about
canceled
that.
him.
Oh yeah, it was 1950s cancellation.
It
Yeah.
was.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, if you talk about canceling it, it has actually been around for a while. We would probably say, oh, he's canceled. $250 compared to $10,000, that's a lot of money.
If you look into a lot of these legends, there is some weird stories about a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad. I thought maybe he got away with it, but it doesn't sound like he did.
Well, Jerry
Lee
He got
Lewis.
away with it.
Yeah.
He got hit in the pot. He still got money after that.
Yeah, and they said he rebounded a bit, but he never got back to the same level of playing venues for $10,000 a night.
Interesting.
Dakota Johnson's parents, Don Johnson and Melanie Griffith, her dad Don was 23 when he met her mom, 14-year-old Melanie Griffith.
Whoa, 23, 14.
23 and 14.
The other one that was weird was the name just escaped me. Jerry Seinfeld. Remember, he was, I think, 38, dating the 17-year-old?
Shoshana.
Yeah.
Oh, you already said that. Okay, my
Yeah.
bad. Sorry.
Totally.
Yeah.
But
She
16
was, you want to talk about voluptuous. Oh my goodness. She was super voluptuous.
Was that the only one with him?
I don't know. It feels like that's the sort of thing that would be a
No,
pattern.
his other thing was his now wife, she had been married for about a week, and she left her husband to be
Right.
with Jerry. So, yeah, that's his two scandalous kind of
Okay.
relationships.
She was just like fresh back from her honeymoon.
Mm-hmm.
They met in the gym and boom.
Yeah.
And they're still together.
Yeah, absolutely. No, absolutely. It's been a long time.
When Jerry wants your girl, he takes her.
Yeah. Elvis Presley was 24 when he got with 14-year-old Priscilla in 1959.
The King is the other one I was talking about. Oh, if you dig a little deep into the King's past,
I don't like it.
It ain't so rosy.
14. Oh.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, right? So.
Oh, and plus, think about him. He was on all kinds of drugs and shit, and had yes men around him all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All of Elvis.
Yeah, you're right. That was back in the day. All right, let me see here. Our Tournament of Awesome has concluded. Vacation won the whole thing.
Wow.
It wound up stretching over laughter. Vacation. When we started with 64 awesome things in life, I did not think Vacation was going to walk away the winner.
I didn't either.
I didn't
thought
either.
Laughter would win that one for sure.
I would have called Vacation a throwaway. I thought Vacation would have been out first or second round.
And it's the overall champion.
I'm shocked how the tournament played out.
Yeah, I know. You were still holding on to pizza, getting bounced in the first round along with weed.
But big ups to KVJ Nation. I think we had a record for votes when we've done
We
that
did,
draft.
yeah. It's
so.
the most votes we've ever gotten on a KVJ poll. So thank you to everybody who jumped in on that.
Fancy.
Definitely appreciate it. So you can go see that. Any of our polls, kvjshow.com is where you go.
Thank you to our friends at Atoll Vodka for sponsoring the podcast. It's delicious over ice. It's got citrus hints. You're going to love it. Grab some for yourself at mashandgrape.com.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.